So quick agenda overview as always. We're going to start off with quick intros. Then we're going to go over to things that we launched. Then we're going to head over to engineering highlights and some of the foundation highlights as well. All right, so for the intro, today is Valentine's Day, and we do have a pretty great program running right now of giving away Ironfish branded ledgers. And this is actually very special for us because the ledger project for us was a huge accomplishment. We were, like technically Zcash was the first one to have a private ledger support, but literally by days. We were almost the first to have fully private wallets on Ledger, and to be the first ones to do it. However, I can confidently say that we are still, and probably for a long time after this as well, be the only privacy project to have fully private multi-sig implementation on Ledger. Which, if you have been following this project for for all this time, you'll know that that was a huge engineering feat. And literally, there is not a single privacy project that I know of that even has, like first class citizen private multi-sig wallets, period, let alone to have a Ledger implementation for that as well. So we are very, very proud of our Ledger accomplishments, and we have partnered with Ledger to commemorate, celebrate all of this effort into having Ironfish branded ledgers, and you are capable or able to win one if you tweet about anything related to privacy, and let us know about it. So if you have any questions about that, please let us know. Michelle, who I'm not sure if she's on this Discord or not, is going to be the best person to answer any of your questions. But yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me still. Sorry, Mabel, if there's something odd happening. All right, great. So things launched. We did launch the Aerodrome USDC wrapped iron pool on Base. So you have availability to trade wrapped iron there. You also have the ability to transfer or bridge your iron from Ironfish over to Base, and you can do that through the Node app. I do have a video of the tutorial for that on my Twitter, also on the Ironfish Twitter as well, of exactly how to do that. And same with USDC. We also launched the Uniswap, ETH, and wrapped iron pool on Base as well. Right now we are focusing on Base to make sure that we're not fracturing liquidity. But if there is a different chain that you really want to see wrapped iron on, or in the context of a DEX, let us know, and we'll prioritize that. We also have Chainport Bridge fully launched. So again, you can do USDC from Base over to Ironfish. Once you do that, you'll have fully private USDC. And again, I actually have a pretty comprehensive tutorial video walkthrough of exactly how to do that. And if you've tried it yourself, that's awesome. Please give us feedback. If you have any problems with that, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. And then likewise, we also have iron from Ironfish over to Base and back using the same bridge. If you want to see more tokens on Ironfish, and again, remember, every single token on Ironfish is fully private. If you want to see more tokens on Ironfish, please request them at that link, which is chainport.io/listed token, and make sure to ask specifically that it's on Ironfish, and then they'll be able to support it. It's a very easy process. The form literally takes like a minute, if that. So if there's a token that you really want to see in Ironfish, please let us know. Okay, next up, we're going to showcase some of the engineering efforts that we've done in the last couple of weeks. Derek, do you want to take this away?
All right, thanks, Elena. Mobile app work is continuing now that we've launched the bridge and the ledger and everything. We've been able to get back to working on that. And if you remember what I talked about in the last couple updates, I think the major area where we needed effort was on developing the front end for the app. And so, in an effort to get it done quicker, we've decided to Rather than going with the full design implementation for the initial launch, just use some off-the-shelf components using a library called UIKitten. So our goal here is really just to be able to get a front end together as fast as possible so that some app is available that you can use on your phone to sync up your account. And so I mentioned last time that we're also going to be using the same servers as the Oreo wallet extension, and that also helps us a fair bit because it simplifies the whole syncing process on the mobile app. We don't have to worry about downloading the whole chain and decrypting all of the notes on the phone. So it makes writing the app easier as well too. What's being demoed here is the bridging process through the phone. We are able to kind of run the Bridge website in the browser, like a DeFi browser on other mobile apps. I did a test bridge here on testnet. So it's coming along. I think the UI that we're actually going to release is going to look a little bit more polished than this. This is very like debug, but we're getting through some pages a lot quicker now that we kind of have the back end done, and we're just focused on implementing the pages themselves. So we're moving a lot quicker than we were, especially now that we don't have to focus on the bridge launch either. So yeah, look forward to hearing more soon. We should have something, some exciting work to announce in the future updates.
Okay, Derek, don't go yet because
Okay.
the next few slides are going to be all the snapshots, and I tried to organize as best as I could, but please walk us through all of these slides.
Okay, cool.
What's happening?
So this is part of the onboarding flow. We have the pin creation page, and I'm glad we have these screenshots in here because they do look a little bit nicer than the bridge flow, which was very beta. So here's the main screen, and you saw a bit of this in the bridge flow video. So you'll have a list of all your assets that you have in your account, as well as the transactions that have come through. In the final version, the transactions and assets will look a little bit nicer, but it's a work in progress. And here's some of the menus for the account page and the app itself, letting you switch networks from mainnet to testnet. So we have that all working, so you can play around on testnet a little bit if you want, and then switch over to mainnet. It's probably more helpful for us as developers because it's easier for us to do work on testnet and test a bunch of different use cases with different assets. But we'll support importing all of the different Ironfish account formats as well to the app.
That's pretty awesome. Sorry, I just want to interject. Very few wallets give you the ability to switch between mainnet and testnet, so this is really cool to see. Cool. What's happening here?
So this is the send flow, and unfortunately we have a better version of this, but I don't think I got the screenshot in here. But this is on the left. We have the send flow. It's just demoing what it's like to send a transaction, and the middle view is the account settings. So mostly normal stuff, renaming your account. We have the ability to export it in right now, and also the ability to hide balances too. So like if you don't want to display your balances on the main page by default, it'll just display like asterisks or something, and then you can click to display them. And then the right is just displays the address for the account that you have selected, and you can click to copy it.
Nice. Uh-oh. Oops. Okay. Sorry.
Next is Rahul. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Oh.
Hello,
Hey
hello.
everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Rahul. I am one of the developers at Ironfish. And today we wanted to announce the release of our new Ironfish Wasm package that you can find on NPM. So the reason why we created this package was to allow developers use Ironfish in other types of environments than they normally would at this point. So Ironfish WASM basically compiles all the cryptographic primitives in Ironfish and makes it available to WebAssembly environments. And we also have TypeScript bindings for it so that you can use Ironfish now in your web browser, in various web applications, or any other JavaScript environments. So this is a huge step in making like Ironfish more developer friendly. And I will share the link for this package in the chat in case you are.
Uh-oh. We we lost our whole. Okay, last time I did say that Discord was going to be, or like that this was going to be the last time we used Discord for these monthly updates. And unfortunately, we still kept Discord. But I promise that the next one is not going to be on Discord. Oh my gosh. This is all right. Well, I think he was basically towards the end, so I think we can probably move on to Andrea, who's going to talk about the second portion of this, which is Ironfish Rust Crate.
Hey, hi everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can.
Excellent. So the Ironfish Rust Crate. So the Rust Crate is what allows developers writing Rust code to parse transactions, create transactions, create all the keys necessary to work on the Ironfish chain. It's been available on crates.io for a while, but it was not properly announced, and for a while it was also not fully up to date, but we have revamped it, we have fully updated it, so now it's compatible with the latest transaction format and so on. So if you are a developer interested in making applications based on Ironfish, definitely check it out. The Ironfish WASM package that Rahul was talking about is basically a re-export of the main functionality offered by the Rust crate. I pasted the link to the crate in the chat, so feel free to take a look. And if you have any questions, paste them, ask them on Discord, and somebody will answer. All right, that's all I have.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Okay, and then the last few updates is where you might be able to see us. So we are going to be at ETH Denver, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully some of you in the audience know about ETH Denver or have gone in the past. If you haven't gone in the past, I highly recommend you go to ETH Denver. It is one of the largest crypto events of the year. It is pure chaos. If you've ever been, it's just wild, and it feels like kind of like the mecca for crypto. Like every single crypto project makes their journey over to ETH Denver at probably the worst time you might want to go to Denver. It's super cold. Definitely not very fun in terms of the weather, unless of course you go skiing. But yeah, and we're gonna be there as well. We're gonna be doing a panel with Amin. I'm not sure if you are familiar with Privacy Pools. Privacy Pools was a paper that was published by Vitalik and Amin almost like a year and a half ago, if not, or relatively like around a year ago. And it was this whole concept of, well, how do you make privacy pools or privacy projects be also compliant, such as making sure that you don't allow bad actors to use privacy pools to, have illicit activity. And so their approach was pretty interesting. Since then, that paper has been actually turned into a company called Zero Expo. And basically their whole the whole thing that they're doing is they're providing privacy pools specifically on EVM chains, the ability to attest that whenever a person withdraws from a privacy pool, they're not a bad actor. super interesting project. Obviously, for Ironfish, we've been thinking about this particular topic for quite some time. The way we did it is we did it on the bridge level itself. So whenever you use Chainport to either go into Ironfish, so again, whenever you're transferred USDC from something like Base over to Ironfish, you actually are going through those sanction screens to make sure that nobody who's using Ironfish is using so for illicit activity, or that you're not marked as a bad person. And then likewise, when you're going the other way, so when you're withdrawing private USDC back to Base, again, you can use a fresh wallet, on Base. It can be your original wallet, it can be your friend's wallet, it doesn't matter. You can partially withdraw USDC as well. That's actually going through sanction screen as well. So we'll be talking about that topic on that panel, and it'll be on the 28th at 4:30 if you're there. Please say hi. Please let me know if you are there. Would love to meet you in person. And yeah, if you meet me in person, I'll give you some swag. so make sure to find me if you do go. And then we are working on evaluating new marketing agencies as well. I do realize that probably the biggest criticism for this project is that we don't market ourselves very well, and that's true. And we are looking at a marketing agency that seems to be pretty promising. We're still kind of talking with them about strategy and how we can really uplift our brand. And we haven't fully committed to them yet, but we probably will. So look forward for all of those announcements. Okay, and I think that's it. We actually ended up a little bit early, which is totally fine because today is Valentine's Day. And yeah, I hope you use this moment to make a tweet to spread the word of our privacy and hopefully win a Ironfish branded ledger. Okay, all right. Well, thank you all so much. I hope you have the best Valentine's Day. And as always, we're always here in the general channel or in the questions channel. If you just want to say hi or give us any feedback about the project, just tag us and we'll get back to you. Thank you. And it's so wonderful to see common faces. Really appreciate that you guys are here. Truly. All right. Thank you, everyone. Daniel's in charge of jokes, just to be clear. All right. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Friday. All right. Bye, everyone.